Welcome to Not a Gamer Gaming. This is Genosis with top 10 places to loot in Navezgane. Now, I'm going to preface this that it is my top 10, my preferred list of POIs based on my experiences, the places that I could not pass up if I was traveling around Navezgane. Now, what I'm going to do is show you the quickest way to get to the best loot in each POI. Now, some refer to that as cheesing, but this is really just kind of a, hey, this is a quick way to get to it, informational sake. But I always do recommend to completely clear a POI for the experience and for any little pockets of loot here throughout. But let's say you're driving by and you just want a pickup or a good cache of loot. I'll show you the quickest way to get to each one. All right, now without further ado, let's start. Alright, my first place to loot is Crack-a-Book Tower. This is the #1 place. If I see this and I'm either in a town or a random gen and I see this place in the distance, I am dropping everything and I'm coming here. Now, the quickest way to loot, the best loot is at the top with all the crates, but you'd want to go through this entire place to get all the bookcases. But that's not exactly what this particular video is about. So we're going to focus on just getting the juicy stuff right away with as much little combat as possible. And for that, all I'm armed today with is an axe and some frames. If I pick up some weapons along the way, we'll use that in case we have any zombies to deal with. So I'm going to get up using these frames and get to the top. Now note that I am near the entrance, right here in the corner, because that will take us to a place up top where there's a little resistance. All right, we arrived at the top. Now you'll notice that here all the loot is over there and all the baddies are over there. So you can shouldn't need to sneak, although you may recommend it. But we got to all the good stuff without it. Alright, so what I'm going to do is crack all the stuff, loot it, and take it with me, just in case in future POIs I might have an issue. Alright, just for comparison's sake, I am at game stage 26. All the points that I spent were focused on perception and getting a lucky looter, and strength in a minor 649er so I can break things open. So this has all been cracked open, and here is a sampler of what you'd get in that particular game stage. So we'd have a blunderbuss, a bit of ammo, some mods, some books to learn. So all in all, not a bad haul, especially for this game stage. But the loot itself isn't the important thing. I figure I'd just grab a few things. Let's get a few others. Alright, now as I was saying, going through the entire POI would be the best way to go because there's large caches of books in here, so I would recommend clearing the entire POI and getting all the books. Okay, well that was my #1 pick. Let's go to #2. Alright, #2 is the Cathedral. Now, there's 2 pockets of loot that I'd recommend, and just for this purpose, I'm going to start with that. So, good thing we picked up some weapons, so this might get a little loud. I'm going to do a little bit of melee along with a little bit of blunderbussing. Oh wow! This guy's deaf. He must have been a roadie at a rock concert before he died. Okay, I think we got some other zombies here. Anyone? Huh. These folks are deaf. Hello. Oh, there we go. Alright, that was weird. Alright, well I believe that clears the old initial deposit. So here we have all of these bookcases. Now, this makes this place entirely worthwhile. This is a lot of learning. As I've said in other series, knowledge is power. So all these things could teach you how to learn to forage or how to not die by stepping on landmines. So this is the first cache. Alright, so I'm going to get back outside and I'll show you the main cache and how to get to it quickly. Alright, starting near the ground floor. Okay, that might be distraction. There's the front entrance. So if you look up the top, that's where the loot is, right over there. Now we can get to it quickly without angering any nearby madness by coming up to the side over here. Right on the corner. Now up top there will be a set of 3 vultures. Depending on how subtle you are, you may need to take care of them. Let's kind of get up here. Yeah, we can just continue climbing up this way. Here we go. A couple more frames. Bada boom. Walk right up. I also recommend putting a few frames over here. because that would suck. That would definitely suck. Well, we woke a vulture, but none of our business. You can stay right where you are. All right, here is the loot. So we have, this is particularly good loot because the hardened chests always contain a large cache of the best stuff. So that, quite often my picks will involve those. I'm going to take care of a vulture here. All right, I'm going to crack open all the stuff and grab anything worth grabbing. All right, here's a sample of some good items. You're getting some AK-47, which is great. Candy Club, because it's still that time of the year. Some good tools. Yeah, we're still in the Stone Age here, but still tons and tons of stuff. So, all pretty good cache of stuff. I'm just going to throw a few guns up here, because why not? And melee. Okay, all right, actually, this club is probably a heck of a lot better, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, and on the ground. There we go. Yeah, that's a fair bit better. Okay, we're loaded up for the next POI. This has been my second pick. Let's head on to the next one. Alright, my third pick is the House on the Hill. Now, as the previous ones, I always put the books on top priority, and there's a pretty good library in here. But we're going to start with the main cache of loot. Now, if you haven't done this place before, you will find it right here under the balcony. See that little hatch? Really easy to find. Just gonna get right on in here. Probably have to pop open a few parts of the balcony. And at the bottom of this ladder, whoop! Hold on, I'm gonna pop through the wall. There you go. My bad. There you go. Just at the bottom of the ladder. Here is all the good loot. Again, with a hardened chest, ammo piles, weapons bags. All kinds of crates. Let's close that door, because if you make enough noise, these zombies in the next room may give you a bit of a visit. All right, let's I'm just going to look through these crates, grab anything that's worthwhile, and show you what kind of things you'll get. All right, let's take a peek. Okay, we got some, decent tier items, tools, lots of ammo. Some decent tools, also good. Good stuff there. Yeah, not bad. This is a pretty good cache of stuff. Like, this is all, depending on your game stage, this will get even better. Now, right in the next door, there's a ton of zombies in there. You can see there, and there's a whole bunch of zombies up there. So if you make a lot of noise, things may even bash through this floor. Things might even a crack there. So be cautious of that. Now, again, I'd still recommend going through the entire POI. About halfway through, there is a library full of books. Now, come to think of it, you might be able to get to it from the outside. Let me take a quick look. All right, just took a quick peek, and conveniently, let's just do this. I'm going to hop right up in the front door. This is where I broke into the primary loot over there. If we just frame up to the top floor, right near the window, like so, bring our handy-dandy axe, a little out of breath from all that hopping, you can see the library right in there. Now, just like a burglar, we're going to pop right in. Now, there is usually two zombies, one of which is what I would refer to as a badass zombie. It tends to be more difficult than the others. So we do have an AK, so let's get that ready. Now, sometimes they hide back there, and other times they'll be up top. That's probably a feral. Yeah, that's definitely a feral. Now, regardless of your game stage, it's probably going to be something nasty, like a feral, or in later stages, an irradiated something or other. Let's just get on in there and silence you. Just like that. Okay, just 2 zombies kill is not too bad. So you see up here that there's a library, there's several bookcases all over. Keep looking all the way around. And there's big pockets of books for you to read. Again, it's really easy to grab. I would consider that part of the primary cache of items. All right, that is my third pick. Let's head on to the fourth. All right, here we are at the Shotgun Messiah. Now, this is the factory here in the Wasteland. Now, this one's going to be a little tougher, mainly because you have Wasteland fare to deal with. And secondly, the way I like to quote-unquote cheese this place, and this guy's going to just come at me eventually. Come on, you prick. You're just gonna fly around, aren't you? Oh, he's distracting me. Anyways, if you see right on here on the left of the front door, right through this piece of glass, you'll see a hole in the wall. That's going to be my goal. Now, if you had a pickaxe, that would be a lot faster. I could probably get through this pretty decently with an axe. Let's go through this normally. Let me just break this one glass. All right, we're going to break this last piece, and the whole thing should fall. Very convenient, because that's bulletproof glass. That stuff takes a while. All right, so this is a kind of a combination. There's a secret cache of loot here, not part of the usual path, that has 3 Shotgun Messiah crates. Okay, may as well take a second to crack them open, find anything, juicy in here. Baseball bat. Yeah, why not? That's probably not as good. Interesting. Then we got some mess stuff. Again, your mileage will vary based on your game stage. Now, you think that would be it, but if we take a little bit of time and we put some frames right around here and frame our way up, I'll show you where the rest of it is. Okay, so now that we've come to the top, we're hitting our head on this section over here. Now, you just normally need to break one of those. Actually, instead of me using a dev gun, I mean, I'll keep it handy because I'm not trying to do this survival-like, but I'm trying to show at least what it seems like it's survival-like. We'll take a pickaxe, let's say an iron pickaxe, and see how tough that is. It's only 1,000. So we're just going to pop that open for, speed's sake, and take a few more frames. Right about here. Go right through the floor. Now this will bring you to another crate. Now I'll show you where this is after we crack this open. Stuff. So if you open this door, you'll notice that we're at the very top. That's the primary cache right there, and this silo actually has a few additional caches of loot. Now, that's why I like this silo. This silo has pretty much most of the best loot all in one pocket. Just pop that open, a few things up here, open this door, see the old loot over there? That's our last stop. Right on over here, crack that open, and some more stuff. Okay, so here's a little bit, it's going to get a little tricky here on out because there's going to be zombies between you and them. You can fight them. And yeah, again, I recommend it because, experience. But if you're not well armed, you may want to consider being as stealthy as possible. So we'll kind of creep around. See, there's vultures up there. Now, depending on your game stage, there could very well be irradiated, cops, whites, that kind of thing. But we can be a little sneaky. Or even fast. You know what? Let's do this kind of a fast and loose. Grab our frames. Frame over here. Oh, it's another vulture. Up. Whoop! I fell. Oh gosh. Thought that was solid. Let's see if we can frame back up here. Excuse me, sir. Bird. Get rid of that bird. Come here, you prick. Where'd you go? Okay. Not making this look very smooth, but trust me, this is a lot easier than I'm making it out to be. And then we get up the ladder, and again, vultures. Well, we have a bandage. I mean, and we're severely infected, but no, we're not doing this survival. We're just showing you how to do this. All right, then we have all kinds of stuff up here. We have the crates, we have the hardened chests, and we have munition boxes and weapon bags. Tons of stuff to loot. All kinds of stuff. Okay, we'll grab some of the ammo because we can never get enough of that. Why not chest? I don't even think I have those on me. I think I'm kind of naked right now. And all kinds of stuff. These chests are awesome. Books, lights, helmets, all kinds of stuff. Take your pick. And then the, it's hardened chest, and then weapons bag, also good stuff. Get rid of that gun. Voila. Okay, that was my fourth pick, Shotgun Messiah. This place is super dangerous and has tons of zombies and tons of extraneous loot. But that's how to get it to this as fast as possible. All right, on to the next item. All right, here's number 5 on the list, Red Mesa. Now this place is quite the place to go through. Recommend going through all the way through. Lots of experience to be had. Highly recommended. Oh crap. Had enough of you. Now, you'll get a lot of dangerous zombies up here. You may have a lot of military zombies and the like. But as long as you have at least some stuff, you should be able to get through it pretty easy. Okay, there's going to be a few of them kicking around in the courtyard. Oop, reload. And there you go. I believe that's it. That guy might bother us later. Now, the quickest path to the loot is through here. Now, you see the zombies over there. I'd recommend setting down a couple frames over here. However you please. And see if you can pick through. Actually, I'll put these a little lower. Like so you can see them. I'd recommend getting these guys through the bars. A lot easier than having to fight them toe-to-toe. Might be some over here. Yeah, right there. Oh, that's a dev gun, my bad. Yeah, that sounds like there's a few more over there. There we go. Lots of guys here. Better be on that side and then anywhere else. Now, you could sneak through, but where's the fun in that? Take whatever range gun you have and pick them off and get the experience. Okay, now that's done. I'll show you kind of the difference here. There's a couple ways to get in. Here we go. Now, through the roof, you can get in through this. Now, here's a problem. That, 7,000. I don't think it's enforced. I think it's just 7,000. Or you can get through here. You have 2,000 plus 2,500, so that's 4,500. So that would take you significantly less time. Now I could just pick through it, but we're just going to bash it open, just for, speed things up. Come along this side, and here we have the loot. Now this is a significant cache of stuff. This is lower in the list because it doesn't have very many books. There are some through the bookcases through the POI you could get. But that would take going through the whole place. Pop all these things open. There we go. Take a peek through. Lots of ammo. Tons of ammo. Hardened chests are always very nice. Money and whatnot. Bullets. We'll just grab a little bit. I'll kind of focus on grabbing the ammo and giving a quick sampler of what you'd find at this game stage. And then the gun safe. Not too shabby. Again, we're only at game stage 26. So you'd find a lot better stuff later on. But it's pretty easy to get into. I mean, just kill a few zombies, break through about 4,500 damage worth of blocks. If you're not into mining, oh my gosh, here we go. If you're not into mining, this would take a while, so you can go the way through. But this, with any kind of a pickaxe, and some skill, wouldn't take too long. All right, that was my pick, a nice quick one. Let's head on to the next. All right, next order of business is the waterworks. Now this is a nice one. Now, you see this little tree here in the left corner? So there's the front entrance. Okay, there's a dog. I don't want to mess with that. All right. So here's retreat. Cut down the tree. Just get out of the way. Now this is a random gen. This will be dirt, but we're in Navezgane, and this will be wasteland. So you just got to pop open some of this soil or waste straight here, and you'll see a hatch. Now it's ideal to make yourself some kind of a way in and out. So we'll make kind of a ramp kind of thing. Now get inside the hatch. Now just in case someone wanders in. All right, now you get to the bottom, you can see a spike. May as well just take out the very first spike in front of you. Like that. And we're going to sneak. Charfulate, ideally. Now here we have the next cache of loot. There's going to be one zombie here. Take care of as you wish. Nice and easy. Then we have all of these to pop open, which I'll do right now. Okay, loot's been popped open. So we got some stuff. We got a car box crate, which will have some decent tools. Nice shovel. Working stiff. Some parts and iron. Another hardened chest. We're getting a lot of these. Lots of ammo and everything else you see there. A big old pile of ammo here in the corner. Yoink, yoink. Some lab equipment with some medical stuff. And there's usually a pile of food right here in the middle, which I'll just eat a little bit. Whatever. All good. Now this one is notoriously to be super easy to get to. One, break on through, one quick kill, and you have the best stuff. All right, that's nice and easy, nice and simple. Let's get on to the next one. Rotten bird. They're everywhere. All right, next one is quite an unassuming house, but underneath lies a secret. Now, there will be a coordinate that we're flashing on each screen or each POI, and this one's important because if you dig straight down where I indicated, I think I missed it by one block here, or did I? Hold on. 29, I think it's over this way. Yeah, I totally missed my own coordinate. Hold on. There it is. My bad. Wasn't standing in the right spot. But yeah, right where I'm standing, 28 east, 1207 south, there's a ladder. Let's go down this ladder. All right, at the bottom, we're going to encounter a little bit of resistance. Now, the more resistance that you'll encounter in these POIs, probably the further down I'll put it on the list, because we're looking for good, easy-to-get loot. I don't have any melee skills, but I have a decent club. Bunk. And I won't make a ton of noise, because there are zombies on the other end of that, and they would eventually break through that bulletproof glass and ruin your party. Now, this is a decent loot because there's a lot of medical stuff, as you see. So it's an underground lab. We have the usual reinforced chest with the usual amount of goodies, some beds, medical supplies, and food. So lots of stuff you can get. You can get pills, gunpowder, drugs, all kinds of stuff. So pilfer through and get, stocked up on medical supplies. This is a good spot for it. Nice and simple, and then just run yourself back out through the desert at the location that I gave you, right under here, right in the front, under the desert. It's a little tricky to find, but if you have the right coordinates, it's not too bad. All right, we are back in what's this name? This place, Perishton. That's where we are. So we're back here. The cathedral's over there, so we can actually hit both these places if you're in the area. But this is number 8 on my list. Now, this probably should be higher, but this one actually is a bit of trouble because there's potentially a fair bit of zombies you may have to get through, even though you're getting to the best stuff. All right, so right between these two buildings, these two sets of buildings, these two business strips, there is an alleyway. If you go through that alleyway and you go right up this side of the wall, we'll just do that now. Okay, you come right up to the end loot. Nice and easy, no resistance, but we're not done. So you see the usual fare, the reinforced chest here, some nice tools. Actually, I'll grab the iron breaker because I can't resist it. I love that thing. Then we have, actually, is that iron breaker? It doesn't matter. Okay, so we got the tool crates here. Let me just pop these open. And yeah, repair kits, food, tools, all kinds of good stuff. Also medical supplies and ammo. Good stuff, but we're not done. So this is right next to another POI. And you see this weapon bag right across. We can kind of just use some frames and make a little bridge. Try to brace it as best you can so you don't fall. And we're going to get a little higher up, like so. Get right over to this vent. Grab the weapon bag. Yoink! Keep on going. And you're going to see more things over here. Now again, if you have at least the minimal amount of weaponry, you should be fine. Pop a couple heads. Now this section may be a little worse depending on game stage, but not too shabby from my perspective. Bird! Get rid of you quick. And this dude right here. Mine the landmines. And we have yet another cache. That's like a double cheese right there. Just with a few bit of frames. Grab some bullets. Some tools. Lots of bullets. Some medical supplies if you like. More tools. More tools. Excellent. Well, that was nice and easy. And that was 2 POIs in 1. And I'll reiterate, there's a ton of experience you can get through going both of these places and tons of extra loot, especially books. There's a bookshop. Actually, let's pop right on down here. I think this is the one. Actually, this is the toilet place. There. No, that's the tool place. Right over here, you'll find the Crack-a-Book. If you're really inclined to do so, everybody's... Oh, bird. Of course, I had to be reloading. Yeah. Get rid of you. There is a bookshop right through here. Now, there's a couple points of entry. You can either break through about 4,000 here or 2,400. So you'd obviously want to go through the 2,400. Just like that. Pick up the plant, smack that out of the way, and then all these books. So you may as well grab that while you're in the area, because I would. All right, let's head on to number 9. Alright, next over our business is the hospital. Great place for medical supplies, and if you like buying things and candies out of the vending machine, there is an absolute butt ton. Also, pretty nifty place for a base. If you're following our channel and you watch the Wasteland series, this place saved that saved that playthrough, because I'm unsure if I would have survived without it. Got all the way to the top, and I hid into the top of it, and the Wasteland zombies wouldn't bother me. Now, if you're familiar with this POI, you'll see there is a kind of a destroyed section of the hospital right over there. That is our target. So let's kind of grab some more frames and get on up there. All right, now that we're done framing up the side, let me just show you where I framed over here. All up here, across, and up into this spot right here. Now, if you're nice and quiet, I think I may have woken one of those up. You can sneak right in here and get all the goodies. Let's pop them open, take a quick look. Lots of stuff, lots of bullets, lots of money. Crack, crack, crack. You get lots of popping pills, car part boxes, weapons bags. There's a beaker in that one, that's nice. Bicycle handlebars, medical supplies, and pill cases. Good spot for antibiotics and all that kind of thing. And then you can just kind of sneak your way on out, because up at top of that, there's like 10, 15 zombies up there. Nothing we want to deal with right now. All right, that was number 9, the hospital. Again, recommend to do this place all the way through and get all the medical supplies. But if you're here for a quick loot, that is among the best ways to get it. Right, next on my list, actually last on my list, number 10, is the shooting range. Now this is in the north end, I'd say relatively far east of Parishton. But if you follow that road, it'll take you straight to it. Now the reason I recommend this is that this has a couple really good caches of stuff. Now I'm going to try, we got a little bit of resistance. Like, it's really not too bad. Let's say about 2 or 3 zombies in this area. Now, when teleporting in here, I might have woken up a couple zombies on the roof, so we may have more than usual. Yes, we also get a couple of these Tims over here. Don't want to deal with that guy right now. Oh, of course, reload. Now, this is a little more ruckus than I intended, and normally, if you're a little more careful than I am, you wouldn't get this much attention. Bunk. Nice. All right, so now that we've cleared that up, looking around, there's lots of ammo display cases, weapon racks, all kinds of stuff in there. Look in the wall, equipment racks, also good. Now, if you look through here, there's a gun safe. It doesn't take much at all to crack through that. Gun safe, like so. You can either pick a lock or you can bust through it. I think I destroyed a crate right there, oops. And still lots of stuff to be had. Now, you can keep going through and getting all the good stuff, but we're going to run out and grab the rest of it. Now, if you go right on back outside, you see where it says gunsmith? There is a door. Crack that door wide open. Again, shouldn't take too much resistance. It's not enforced. Maybe 4 swipes if you're a decent miner. And maybe a little bit of resistance, but shouldn't be too bad. Cruise on through here. Now, there's going to be resistance in here. This is kind of the bottom of my list for that reason, is that there's probably a modest amount of zombies in here. More than a little fight. Like, be prepared. So these guys aren't too bad. We had lots of ammo from previous places. Not really struggling too much. Hey, fella. But the loot is substantial. We have Shotgun Messiah crates. We have ammo piles. We have reinforced chests. Lots of stuff. More gun store boxes. More gun store boxes. Well, that doesn't count. Workbench. Could have some good stuff in there too. Other tools. Gun safe. Other potential good stuff. Weapons bag. And right on the next room, more weapons racks and ammo display cases. Your mileage will vary depending on your game stage and how the POI spawns. You know, that might be empty and these two might be filled up. It's really, some of these are random. But this place is an excellent spot for loot. But moral of the story, for any of these places, I recommend just clearing the entire place. I mean, prioritize what areas you want to go to if you must, but clearing through, get lots of experience, always a good way to do it. Now, a little caveat, I'd recommend clearing each place, especially if you're on a shared server or shared gameplay. Nothing's more frustrating than clearing an entire POI, getting your bumps and your bruises, only to get to the end and have everything already looted. Very frustrating, so be respectful when you're playing with other players, or make sure that you're agreed upon your typical, loot rules amongst the server. Alright, well this has been Genosis with the top 10 places to loot in Navezgane. I'm going to just quickly go over these locations on the map to show you where they are. So we have the Cathedral here, along with the business strip. We have the what do you call it? Gun range. Down here, you have the hospital. And then I believe the house on the hill is right over... Well, actually, that's probably not right there. House on the hill is... Hold on. That is 1770 east by 1563. Oh, that's right there. Wow, that's really close to the shooting range. Okay, that's the house on the hill right there. Continue south. We got Shotgun Messiah. Then we have the waterworks. Then checking further out here, we got Red Mesa. Those locations are pretty close. Was this one of them? Yes, this is the underground lab. So those areas are really close. So if you're in the area, lots of good spots. And here we have Crackabuk Tower. Here we go. See my frame still in the distance. And did we miss any? Okay, they have the Crackabuk, Cathedral, House on the Hill, Shotgun Messiah, Red Mesa, Waterworks, the lab, the business strip, the hospital, and the shooting range. Yeah, that was the hospital right there. Okay, I'm going to just end the video right over here. Alright, this has been Genosis again with top 10 places to loot in Navezgane. I hope this has been informative. I hope this will help you in your gameplay through Navezgane. Places to prioritize and where to focus your attention. I want to thank you all for watching. If you've enjoyed this video or learned anything, or you just like the sound of my voice, press that like button and subscribe if you haven't already, because we like to make a nice healthy mix of useful videos and series and some lighthearted fun gameplay. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time.